Welcome back to the tour of Kilipohe, Ke Kanilehua. I guess I should be saying her full name. Kilipohe means, it's really difficult to translate Hawaiian words, but Kilipohe means moist, verdant, beautiful to look at as is. And when John bought this property, he immediately knew he didn't want to change what it was. A lot of the people in our neighborhood get property and just bulldoze. And so they take what is this beautiful undulating land, decimate it, and just fill it with rock. So that was one of the first things he said was, I want to keep it looking natural as it is. And as soon as I met the property, I agreed. I said, it is so lush and beautiful. Granted, we have to take some parts of it apart so that we can build, but for the most part, we want to develop it. We want to nurture it and grow it, help it grow in a healthy way. So in thinking of a name, I came up with Kilipohe, which is basically that we just want to keep her verdant and green and as beautiful as she ever was. So that's Kilipohe. Ke Kanilehua. In the Kanilehua is the kind of rain that falls in Hilo, that where the ohia trees brush the clouds and inspire soft drizzles, if you will, out of the rain or out of the clouds, and keep it moist. So as you'll see from our ohia trees, our healthy ohia trees, our lehua are blooming and brushing the clouds. And I made it through our first official mango. That other mango we saw up there wasn't officially ours, but this is our first mango tree. It is not quite healthy. We're asking some people for how to bring it back to life, and probably what it needs is some clearage, some sunlight. It definitely is getting a lot of water because back here gets a lot of moisture when it rains. And continuing through to the other side, and this again is not our property, but is a park. So nice about that. This part is kind of tricky. As I mentioned when we were walking in, the land is undulating. So while your first step may be here, your next step may be lower. So you have to plan your steps. Down and up, and back and forth. Yeah, I tried coming through here with slippers once, and I made it through. But the slippers may have, received a few new scrapes and punctures. All right. I don't know if you can see that orange pin, but that's what we're heading towards. That ever end of our property. Crunch, crunch. This pin right here is the Eva back corner. You can kind of see the other orange flag at the far side there. So that's the Diamond Head end. Again, this is the back corner of our property. Parkland, our land. And up yonder, neighbor. Okay, so what we're looking at here is another mango, also on our property. So if you know anybody who knows mangoes, get in touch with us. Help us bring him back to life. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to move forward to the site of a potential building. Yet undecided. The original idea was a cottage, but having unearthed our recent cave discovery and stuff, we were still thinking. And really, I think Kilipohe will tell us what she wants. I do realize that all you can see at this point is uluhe fern because you're at my chest level, but I'm going to lift you up. So, not sure if you can see that orange flag over there, but that is the back side of our property. And now we're heading toward the street, and this is an uluhe patch that's in the back, probably quarter of our property, after our mango tree. And those pandanus over there, and ohia. So we're heading back towards the front. The ohia is the front, another pandanus, and our neighbors. So this is what it looked like in the front to begin with. Again, it looks lovely and soft and luscious. It is definitely verdant and luscious and life-giving, but it's also very tendrily and can just get a grip of your leg and take you a while to get out. And a pandanus once lived here, or still does, but John is getting at it every now and then. See some more uluhe as I come up this rise. Oh. So, what we're heading toward is like the center point again, that back rise of our house that I mentioned the last time. We're nearing that again, except from the Eva side. We don't have a property marker on this side. Basically, we have a neighbor on this side, so we know our property ends right there where his container is. So that's a nice thing to have. As I go up our guava banyan grotto, excuse the view of my feet every now and then, and my hands as I grab hold of things to move up. So, as I step through this grotto and bang you against the tree, oh, goodness gracious. What you're looking at, again, sorry for the intimate view of the tree. Let me get around. Hot step in it. There we go. Whew. Can you hear the birds? Yet, this is not the same cave as I introduced you to earlier. This is actually a third cave. The other cave that we saw after the rise of the house, the back rise of the house, or ridge, I like to call that side the ridge. So there's a cave. That cave was back in that direction. This is another one. This is actually the area that we call the grotto, the actual grotto, because this is the first one we found. And it's got a cave down there and goes back in under there. And you can tell it gets and stays wet by all the moss growing on all the rocks and whatnot. But so cool right back here. And you can hear the birds, and it's nice and shady. Definitely. And it smells so sweet with fern and palm and banyan, and just amazing. So, back half of Kilipohe completed. The second cave and grotto. Looking back towards the park. And we're going to continue onward to the front half.